The guy that directed Wanted and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter directed this movie? Whatever happened to that dude? Profile stars Valeen Kane, Shazid Latif, sorry if I screwed that up, and is about an undercover British journalist infiltrates the online propaganda channels of the so-called Islamic State, only to be sucked in by her recruiter. I saw this movie in a very big auditorium today, in a movie theater that supports 200 seats, and I was the only soul in this auditorium, which not a bad thing for me, especially because it's just me, so I can do like anything I want, but I'm still watching the movie, of course. So basically, this movie is like Unfriended and the great Searching movie. If you haven't seen that, watch it. It's all a FaceTime movie, basically. And this journalist is infiltrating this like ISIS recruiter who is trying to get this so-called 20-year-old woman to come and join him and marry him, and the whole movie, she's basically tricking him. And I will say this. The plot line is very intriguing. From the beginning to the movie to the very end, I was always wanting to know what is going to happen, especially because it's based on a true story. Now, this movie is very tricky because these two performers, like, they need to give off more of a realistic human emotions, movements, like anything. Like, it is a FaceTime, it's always on, and I have to say, these two performers really, like, I mean, did a tremendous job, especially our main lead actress. She is very good, and you do get her point of view because she does have a job, and you see that she is struggling with her bank account. She has negative money, she owes rent, she has to do this really dangerous thing to go onto this and talk to a person that is potentially a terrorist and killing people like every single day, and she needs to figure out how to get there. How are these young girls getting over there and becoming part of ISIS and everything? And you know, it does talk about a little political stuff, which I won't get into, but I mean, the movie obviously all around is about that topic, and for this movie, it does show both sides, because the movie does a really good job at showing his side. It shows that, like, hey, I'm a human, he has emotions, he loves cats, he has pictures with cats and everything, but then the very next scene, he's cutting someone's throat and dancing above them. It's like, oh, and we're supposed to grow with this relationship because I guess she starts to actually fall in love with him. When she has her own life, she's lying to him, but she starts to care about him, but she still has a job. So the movie has a great just intrigue value. Even the way it's filmed, obviously with the FaceTime, and it's all computer desktop, it's cool, it's interesting, it's different, but it's gotten to a point where we've seen it enough, so where honestly the originality has kind of gone out the window. And honestly, my biggest negative has to be because of this ending. Now, it is based on a true story, so obviously they are following the true story, which I totally support, I'm good to go. But I do have to admit, it kind of feels anticlimactic. Like, the movie really builds up this relationship, and then certain things happen, it gets intense, it gets really intriguing, people's lives are falling apart, like, it gets really intriguing, and then it ends, and it's like, oh, so that's the thing that happens. But, I mean, there are very intense scenes, there are very good character little moments, and like I said, these two performers are really good, both of them. Like, I hope they both get work after this movie, even though it's like a 2018 movie, and it's just not getting released, so I don't know if anyone's really going to see this movie, but it's not a horrible movie. It's not the best FaceTime movie. It's no Searching, I will say that. But it's a solid profile desktop movie. It had an intriguing story, good acting, and for the most part, I would say wait till like Blu-ray or Redbox. I'm going to give Profile a B-. Definitely a movie I don't see doing a lot of big box office numbers, so again, if you find it, check it out. It's a fine movie, it's intense, it's intriguing, good acting, but for the most part, I left the theater and I'm pretty much like, alright, what's for dinner, kinda, so there you go. Anyway guys, enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye everyone.